guys, Austin0806 here. Getting a lot of questions in my channel about how to get into Torment or how to gear, how to itemize correctly. Just a lot of questions, basically like generally getting started on DH. And I wanted to go over it a little bit here in my first YouTube video to kind of guide some of the newer players or just the newer DHs or whatnot into Torment levels so they can start farming their Marauders gear or any other gear they desire. So I've crafted quite a few items here. Actually found some of these, just ran some rifts and found some yellow items, and then crafted some here at the blacksmith, which you should easily be able to do crafting yellows early in the game. If not, just keep running pre-torment and find some yellows that'll work. What we're going to try to target here is certain rolls on these items. Like I've always said, it doesn't matter if it's yellow or legendary, it should still be able to get you into Torment. Torment 6 maybe not, but Torment 1 should easily be achievable. Here we want damage, percent damage, dexterity, and socket. On boots you want dexterity, vitality, all res, and then some kind of modifier to a damage type that you're going to use. It doesn't necessarily have to be multi-shot, it could be some other one like elemental arrow or cluster arrow or something like that. This one's not really perfect, but I didn't want to like keep searching for a quiver. Quivers are kind of hard to find a good one. Ideally, instead of either resource cost or cooldown here, you'd want some kind of modifier like the multi-shot I have here, and maybe some vitality. So like Dream Quiver would probably, to get myself into Torment 1, would probably lose cooldown and resource cost reduction, add vitality, and some kind of multiplier to the damage. These rings are probably about perfect, I would say. You just want these stats: dexterity, damage, crit damage, crit chance. Same here on the other ring. And this is until you start finding legendary gems, by the way. Once you start finding legendary gems, you want to convert the average damage on these into sockets. Belts, this is all the stats you want: dex, fit, res, and percent life. This one's not quite right, but it was costing like 60 blues per to roll these, so I just kind of found the first one that was decent and using it. Instead of all res here, you would want vitality, and obviously we're using multi-shot for this build, and it's a fire rune, so we're using fire, but you can get any element that you're going for. So if you're using like cold cluster arrow, you want cold damage here or whatnot. Chest, all the stats you'd want to get yourself into Torment: dex, fit, percent life, and triple socket. Same here, dex, fit, both your crits. These, it's kind of up in the air. As long as you got dexterity, vitality, you can kind of go with it. It's fine. Resource cost and cooldown is probably going to be your best bet. Just trying to get yourself into Torment. You could opt to roll like either the cooldown or resource cost into percent life here, just to get yourself some added durability, because the elite packs you run into are going to be rather hard to kill, but you should still be able to kill them. Same here. You can have the damage multiplier like I do, but if you're finding yourself getting into a little bit too much trouble and dying a little bit too often, you can just remove the multi-shot damage here, or whatever damage multiplier you have, and turn it into vitality, so you would end up with a dexterity, vitality, crit chance socket. This is probably about the best amulet you can get, something like this, with both your crits on it, an elemental modifier, and dexterity. Eventually, again, once you start finding legendary gems, you want to convert the elemental damage into a socket. In this case, ideally you'd want more of an amulet like this with your elemental, crit chance, crit damage, and socket. End game, this is more of an end game amulet, but this should do just fine to get you into Torment. Alright, so that's the items, guys. Let's go over the skills a little bit. So we chose Evasive Fire here for the 7 hatred per. Most of the other skills only give, I believe it's 3 or 4, and then there's one other that gives 6. This one gives 7, so we're going with this. Bat Companion to grant you some extra hatred. Now you can opt to go for Wolf Companion as well to give you some extra damage when you run into the elite packs. But I feel like you could just clear trash a little faster having the Bat Companion, because the resource generation is king to me. But that's definitely up to you. But I recommend the Bat Companion. Sentry Polar Station. Now, Polar Station, we only use Polar Station to proc Call of the Week. 20% damage buff to slowed or chilled monsters, so this is going to proc that for us. Vault, oh, I didn't change this. You want to go to Tumble for Vault. just to get the resource cost reduction on the second vault. Multi-shot arsenal. We chose arsenal because it's fire and it works well with ballistics because this shoots rockets. We definitely want to take advantage of the ballistic skill early levels. It's very, very good. Preparation punishment just to restore hatred, and I'm gonna do a little bit of gameplay to kind of show you how to go through these. The rotation on these help you get through packs quicker and stuff like that. On the passives, we're gonna go awareness. You know, the cheat death. I pretty much never take this out of my passive list. It's really, really good skill. Save you a lot of time and a lot of deaths. Ballistics. This is kind of like your main damage dealer, I would say, because you're focused around it. Focused around the rockets with multi-shot, so 100% to your damage under the rockets is really, really nice. Steady aim can be changed to whatever. Like I mean, honestly, you probably want to use Blood Vengeance to be fair, especially early, just to kind of give you some extra hatred, especially since we don't have Reaper's reps. And then Call of the Week, obviously, we talked about that with the Sentry. All right, so let's jump into a zone really quick. Act 1, we'll just go to like the old ruins. This is probably an easier zone, to be honest. I'll try out a harder one as well. Oh, I don't get the sound right. Whatever, it's fine. So you just want to drop sentries, you just fire your multi-shots and your generator. It should keep you at semi-decent resource. Just let a generator shoot in between each multi-shot. It should be able to get you through. So we're doing pretty good damage for all yellows. So you just definitely want to drop the sentry on the mobs, especially we're gonna try to find a blue pack here or something, or yellow pack. Let's see if we can get through it. As you can see, I mean, it clears trash pretty well. There's a globe. Like, you definitely want to seek out globes for sure. All right, so where's the blue pack? All right, so here's a blue pack. So we'll drop a sentry down. Make sure we got him slowed. Start firing cluster arrows. I'm lagging a little bit. All right, now you want to hit your companion call at this point to generate a little bit extra hatred. Then once you're out again, then you want to hit preparation. So it's not like super fast, but I mean, it is Torment 1 with all yellows, so you should be fine. Get yourself through that. You can start running rifts with all yellows. Honestly, you're not going to be at all yellows, I'm sure. By the time you're ready to get into Torment, you're probably going to have some legendaries here, so you're going to be a little bit stronger than I am here. And plus, you'll probably have some better gems as well. I just put almost the lowest gems I could in to kind of make a point that you can get into Torment with all yellows very easily with the right rolls and the right skills. Should easily get you there. Other than that, you guys definitely check out my channel if you guys have any further questions. It's ousted0806 twitch.tv, and it'll be in the description below, guys. And thank you for all my supporters. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. I love you all, and good night. Good luck.